viewers, good morning and welcome to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. I am your host today, Julie St. John, coming to you live from the Port Mall in downtown Scarborough, Tobago. Now today is Wednesday the 19th of August 2026 and it's Youth Wednesdays, my favorite day here at Tobago Updates, and I'm sure a favorite for some of you viewers as well. But of course, we must shout out our viewers and thank you for supporting us, those of you viewing on digital, AMPLIA, Flow, or maybe even Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're viewing from, on whatever you're viewing on. We want to thank you for supporting Tobago Updates. Thank you for choosing us to start your day, to take you through the week, and we're here with a very pleasant switch up in the middle of the week for you in the form of Youth Wednesdays. So of course, we are going to be bringing those youthful perspectives, that vibrant energy. We are going to be having conversations relevant to youth with the youth today. Now, of course, before we get any further into the program, our commitment here at Tobago Updates is to keep you informed and updated. So at this time, we go to our news in 90 seconds for Wednesday, 19th August 2026. Local artist Collis Thomas has been allocated a new booth at Tobago, resolving a vendor dispute tied to ongoing infrastructure developments at the Heritage Park. Authorities reached a solution to ensure local creators retain space to display and sell their work as site upgrades continue. Meanwhile, Superheroes TT hosted its inaugural back-to-school drive at the Scarborough Library under the theme, "We are all superheroes within." Founded by Siobhan Mejias, the initiative featured steel pan performances, interactive empowerment activities, and the distribution of school bags and supplies to local children. In regional culture news, Trinidad and Tobago will host the 4th Annual Caribbean Music Awards at Napa on September 19th, marking the event's Caribbean debut. Among the honorees, Tobago-born calypso icon Calypso Rose will receive the Elite Calypso honor during the 3-day weekend experience. And finally, the Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Service is urging strict water conservation as lingering dry conditions threaten water supplies. Forecasters warn that lower rainfall levels across Tobago could lead to formal drought warnings by the late October if dry spells persist. Viewers, that brings us to the end of our news in 90 seconds. Stay tuned or rejoin us at 6:30 p.m. for a full-length newscast. And of course, be sure to head over to Tobago Updates Facebook page to cast your vote in our daily poll. And as we bring you the news, we also celebrate with you, our viewers. So at this time, we go to our very famous birthday shout-out segment. And first on our list this morning, we are celebrating with Mr. Antonio Phillips. From the entire team here at Tobago Updates, we want to wish you the happiest birthday. We hope and pray that you enjoy all the celebrations today has in store for you. Our next birthday today is Miss Sophia Blake. Once again, from everyone here at Tobago Updates, we wish you the best day that you could possibly have today. We hope that you are celebrated in a fitting way, that you enjoy everything that is planned, everything that you indulge in, and that you live many, many more years of life. Our last birthday this morning is Miss Carice Williams Baber, and of course everyone here at Tobago Updates wishes you the happiest birthday possible. We pray many more years of blessing and prosperity over you, and we hope that today is filled with love, laughter, and appreciation. And she closes off with the celebration list this morning. And although our list was short, we want to encourage you viewers, if you are celebrating a birthday anytime later this week or anytime in the future, be sure to send us your photo and your name, or perhaps of any other celebrants that you want to shout out, and we at Tobago Updates will ensure to celebrate you on live. And in the midst of these celebrations, we also have other activities that are worthy of shouting out. To anyone who may be celebrating an anniversary, any other milestone as well, we celebrate with you. And of course, to our CSEC and CAPE 2026 students who received their exam results yesterday, we also wish you the heartiest congratulations on your results. Even if you wouldn't have gotten results that were pleasing or to your liking, we still celebrate with you and we wish you all the best in the future. Of course, as well, to our viewers who may be joining us this morning and may not be in the best of spirits, you may be battling an unfortunate life circumstance, you may be sick, we stand with you as well and send our regards to all of you. So as we continue in our program this morning, we are going to go to a break. But before that break, I must, of course, inform you who is going to be on our program this morning. And our first interview is going to be with interns at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. We are going to be chatting with quite a couple interns to hear about their experience and how the TRHA internship program has treated them thus far and the experiences that they have taken away from it. And our other interview this morning is going to be with Miss Jayan John. She is a committee member of the Kingdom Soldiers, and she's going to be chatting with us about advertising their Faith and Freedom 5K. So stay tuned for all that we have in store, viewers, and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, look, search for the children's skills. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
From the reef to the road.
From the reef to the road.
From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true.
Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, there we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the rabbit hole line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there.
Anywhere.
Island love streaming all around you. Yeah. Big thing lock on for the rhythm start.
Tobago updates. Caribbean art. Caribbean art.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Coming up, Barbados kicks off festival season with Crop Over, where you can live like a local. Moments of discovery and joy during Culinary Month in Antigua and Barbuda. Find that hero within you. As these women of vision share their stories of success, Caribbean Passport TV, your guide to what's happening in the region, here on this station.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back. It's still Youth Wednesdays here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and currently joining us in studio, I have with me Mrs. Giselle Gittins-Quashie. She is the Vice Chairman and PRO of the Student Internship Committee at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. Good morning, Mrs. Quashie, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Good morning, and thank you for having us today.
It's a pleasure to host you. So we are talking TRHA internship program. Tell us, when this program was launched or designed, what need or what specific area was it designed to target? Tell us of the nature of the program, the dynamics of it all.
All right. So let me say this is our 4th consecutive year running. Yeah, something that we are very, very proud about. As part of its corporate social responsibility, the Tobago Regional Health Authority would have decided to offer student internship for the July-August vacation. This would have allowed students who study right here in Tobago, and even those who study in Trinidad and other territories, to come and gain meaningful work experience, of course, financial support, and give them an opportunity to decide, is healthcare something that I want to pursue, and is it something that I could stay far away from? So the genesis behind it was to offer those sorts of opportunities to young persons in Tobago.
Yes, and you spoke about the meaningful work experience, which I appreciate, because my next question asked, what boost or advantage, quote unquote, do the interns receive when they partake in this program? It obviously exposes them to the world of healthcare. How do you guys foresee that their experience during this program will help them, for those who intend to continue that career path into healthcare?
So like I said, this is the 4th year. So we had 4 years of seeing students change their minds. Persons who originally thought they had a plan of what it is they want to do, they came into our internship and decided, I'm going to do a career switch. Now, let's be honest, healthcare is not for everyone. And persons have an idea. They think they know what happens behind the scenes. Most times you just come as a client, you come as a patient, you come with your relative to access health facility. But unless you experience what happens in the background, it makes a big difference because year after year we get, but I didn't know this happens here. We really do this. This is what happens every single year. So it is an insight into what happens behind the scenes in the TRHA because it's an entire ecosystem with multiple moving parts, and the interns are assigned to various departments, so they get to see firsthand what happens.
All right, so let's talk about the interns and how they even become a part of this program. Tell us, when TRHA or the relevant persons are going through the applications, what qualities or characteristics do they look for in applicants? When selecting the students, what are the entry requirements that they generally must follow and present?
Before I answer that, let me say this program is heavily subscribed.
Yes.
This year we were able to offer 57 spots, but we had over 500 applicants. So for the persons who who were not successful, I apologize. However, we're only able to offer a certain amount. The requirements are simple. You need to be 18 years and over, resident of Tobago, A-levels or tertiary level experience. So simple. We have a portal that is opened and you apply through the portal, and then we go through the portal to select persons.
Yes, and I'm sure those persons who were not successful this year, they'll be looking forward to reapplying next year.
Of course, go ahead.
Tell us about that
next year.
reapplication process, and persons who were successful this year, can they perhaps return to the internship program next year?
Unfortunately, for them, no, they cannot. We want to give as much persons as possible the opportunity to be part of the internship.
Right.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, doing the program again is not an option.
Unfortunately.
So give us just a little insight, at least from your point of view, into what these interns do on a day-to-day basis. Give us the dynamics. Do they directly interact with patients? Do they go out into hospitals, into the health centers?
Yes, they do. So they are assigned to work.
Yes.
Monday through Thursday, they are assigned to various departments. The departments range from medical records, medical chief of staff, environmental, physiotherapy, health centers, you name it, we place them. And we try to match their interests. So let's say persons who are actively studying medicine, we try to align them with a medical department.
Yes.
For persons who are doing like physiotherapy, biomedical engineering, we try to put them in those areas. For persons who still trying to figure out what it is they want to do, we place them in areas where it is the interest would be enough to hold them for the duration that they're with us, because they're with us for 8 weeks. Yeah. In terms of the Fridays is Skill Set Friday. We take our time with a proper training and development program where we have facilitators from a myriad of disciplines coming in to chat with them and educate them. Now, what I love about our program is that even though health is not your career destination, that's fine. From the time you enter the program, the skills that you would learn would prepare you for any industry you end up in. So say, for example, leadership and management. Everybody, it doesn't matter which industry you're in. Resume writing, preparing for an interview, dressing for success, what to do with the money that you have, because we do financial literacy as well. In terms of whatever your passion is at the end of the program, the skills that you would have acquired will definitely take you to a better place. Even if it is you're going back to school, you're not going back to school as a regular student. You have work experience. So you have a better understanding of how the world of work works.
Yes.
And that is what it is we are proud of. At least one of the things we are proud of.
Yes, it is. And you have said a lot thus far that I'm sure many of our young viewers are enticed to apply to this program next year. You mentioned that you must be 18 years and over to apply to be accepted into the internship program. Tell us, is there a maximum age that you must be?
No, there isn't. No, I believe it was 24. We had a very mature applicant. She would have lost her job and she applied and she was successful. Even though she was much more mature than the average student, the program in itself is designed from 18 plus. We're not discriminating. We're not saying, no, you're not eligible, just 18 and above. That's it. Because I mean, you have to literally sign a contract.
Yes.
You sign a contract with the TRHA, you do fill out your confidentiality clause. We do things above board. We do things professionally. So 18 is the standard.
Okay, the opportunity is there for everyone.
Yes.
So we're switching just a little bit away from the program itself, and we're going to focus on you for a little while. You are the Vice Chairman and PRO of the Student Internship Committee. So tell us, over the past 4 years, those 8-week internships each year, what has been perhaps the most rewarding experience or engagement you have had with the interns, and maybe tell us a bit about the challenges that you face being in these positions, because it's more than one.
So I'll take the challenges first because the positives outweigh the negatives. The preparation is grueling. There's a lot of background work. At this point, let me say thank you to our student committee, student internship committee. Persons know themselves, from the persons who are there every Friday to the persons in the background processing payroll, making sure IT is working. We have a really good team headed by Miss Alison Rambaran Andrews. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The challenges are enough, but you all make it work, and I truly appreciate that. In terms of the highlights, I totally enjoy going to offices and institutions, and one of the interns is at the counter. One of the interns is at the desk, and they come and they greet you and they say, hi Miss B, how are you? How may I help you? Oh my, it gives a certain joy that, you know, there's a level of professionalism, there's an aura about them that says they were well trained. And then of course you see them in the groceries, in the taxis, you see them all over, and they are not time wasting. They are not being a nuisance to society. They are here making meaningful contributions. We've even had interns who moved on to other countries to work, which was really, really admirable. And the TRHA also employs student interns. So short-term employment is also an option. So again, walking through Scarborough General Hospital, and you are seeing student interns who you would have assisted in mentoring. Beautiful, top-tier experience.
Rewarding as it is.
Yes.
We're going to seek to close off this interview in a short while, but before we do, I'm going to ask you just to give any last words of encouragement to anyone who still may be skeptical and thinking about applying years or in the years to come. Tell us, what would you say to encourage them and really solidify that this is the program, the internship program of the summer?
There is no other way to put it. The Tobago Regional Health Authority Student Internship is the flagship internship program on the island of Tobago. Our Secretary of Health, Dr. Faith Brebner, our Board of Directors, our Executive Management have invested in making this program accessible and available for you. Avail yourself to it. We want to assist in making the Tobago space, the island of Tobago, the greatest little island on the planet, one student intern at a time. So apply. And even if you don't get through this year, apply again next year. The opportunity is there. Make the most of it.
Yes. Viewers, you heard that right. Make the most of the opportunity that is afforded to you. And as we seek to close up this interview, I'm going to just ask you to reiterate any contact details for the TRHA that you'd like to share. Viewers who may have any sort of need for it, just let us know where we can reach and track the process of the Tobago Regional Health Authority and this program.
All right. So we are very active on the socials. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Our two hospitals, the Scarborough General Hospital, the Roxborough Hospital, and our many health centers, extended and regular 8 to 4 hours, they are available for you to access services. There are a lot of exciting things happening. We are working towards getting the healthcare system at a better place. So work with us, bear with us, and let's do this.
All right. Thank you, Mrs. Koshi, for joining me this morning. It was an absolute pleasure to host you. And of course, we commend the TRHA and we thank you for the work that you are doing to contribute to the development of the future of the island of Tobago, the country, by extension, the region, and the world. Because as you said, your interns go on to higher heights and even further places. So thank you once again for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Viewers, that brings us to the end of this interview. But don't fret, we have a lot more coming up. And we, in fact, are going to be interviewing some of the TRHA interns here this morning. So stay tuned to Tobago Updates, and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, look, search for the children's skill. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven.
Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh, Tobago updates on the screen. Here we go. You're home for October carnival show. From the big stage shine to the Babylon line, we bring Tobago to the world in real time.
Tobago updates, Tobago updates.
Carnival 2026. We said the pace.
Wave your flag
Anywhere you're there,
anywhere.
Island love streaming all around you.
Yeah.
Big king love, come for the rhythm start. Tobago updates, Caribbean art.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. It's still Youth Wednesdays here on the Tobago Updates Morning Show, and as promised, we are chatting with the youths themselves. Joining us, we have interns from the TRHA Internship Program 2026 cohort. Specifically, we are going to be chatting with Ms. JL Charles and Mr. Jadon Solomon. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Good morning.
All right, so the first question I'm going to ask you is something that it's kind of an obvious answer, because we just interviewed Mrs. Koshi of the Student Internship Committee, and she would have said a lot that even enticed me in the future to apply for the TRHA Internship Program. But tell us what specifically engaged both of you. What was that one factor that really pulled you and encouraged you to apply for the program?
Right. So as someone who is interested in pursuing medicine, I really wanted to know what working in healthcare is actually like. So I wanted to learn from professionals who interact with patients every day. You know, this program attracted me because I wanted to, in a sense, gain a first-hand experience in healthcare, and while being exposed to the different departments, the different facilities that really bring about healthcare, patient care, you know. So I believe that, yeah, this is the program for me.
I was happy for the opportunity to gain experience in an environment that directly serves the people of Tobago. So I'm interested in the field of psychology. So I was curious about how healthcare works, you know, just beyond the clinical side. And although I was placed like at Roxbury Hospital, I was placed under facilities administration, which does not directly align with my interests. I'm still able to learn a lot, and I'm grateful for the opportunities that this internship has provided me thus far.
I'm sure you are. And you mentioned opportunities, and the both of you are very lucky to have been selected, because Mrs. Koshishi indicated that out of approximately 500 applicants, only 57 were accommodated. So as you mentioned opportunities, tell us, how has your work experience been as an intern thus far? What's been the most memorable moment, perhaps your most challenging day thus far? Give us a little insight.
Right. So being placed in the accidents and emergency department, I was privy to the opportunity to learn a lot from the doctors, the nurses, the administrative staff, technicians, and other healthcare professionals. I would say the most memorable is actually seeing like the different responsibilities coming together to give patient care and effective patient care in a sense. So I would say, you know, this opportunity, like, even though I know I wanted to pursue medicine, I would say emergency medicine is definitely the way I want to go from this charity internship program.
Right, so similarly, under facilities administration, we have many other departments under our purview. So I work along with, you know, different departments such as food services, environmental services, PMT, and etc. So we have many meetings, and there's many minutes that I have to write. That is maybe one of the most challenging things, is like just keeping on top of everything. And one of the most memorable experiences, I would say, would have to be one of our skill set Fridays, where we had like a presentation from Dr. Fanta, and she was talking about sexual education, and it was definitely memorable, definitely educational, and I'm very grateful for it.
So I'm sure before this internship program, there was something about healthcare that you were curious about, that you would have learned or finally understood through your experience thus far, or perhaps a lesson that you learned that probably any other experience in life could not have taught you. So each of you, I want you to give me and the viewers one thing that you learned from your experience thus far that you took away and will carry with you for the rest of life. Okay.
So believe it or not, I actually had never stepped foot in Scarborough General Hospital prior to this internship. So working behind the scenes, one thing I could take away is that every role matters. You know, it's not just about healthcare, it's not just about the doctors, the nurses, you know, it's everybody that contributes to bringing about an effective system. I believe that healthcare is not just about treating illnesses, but about serving people.
So could you read the question, please?
One thing that you learned thus far from your experience that you will take as a lesson through life.
I definitely learned that your impact isn't just decided by your visibility. So as I said, we have many different departments working there. It's not just the doctors and the nurses or the clinical side. There are environmental staff and, you know, people in the kitchen that are working that may not interact directly with patients, but they still are a big part of providing, you know, great effective patient care. And I've also learned to adapt and make the best of the situation, because as I said before, I was not placed in a department that directly aligned with my interests. So I had to, you know, go with an open mind and just adapt to that.
Right, and I'm sure these are lessons that many of the viewers appreciate you sharing and can take away from as well. Now, working in healthcare is a task, to say the least. It's very hectic. The dynamics of it are diverse. But there may be viewers who are hearing your experiences, hearing what you have learned thus far, and may be enticed, and they may feel a bit encouraged to not just apply for the program, but to pursue a career in the field of medicine and healthcare. So I want you to give us some advice. We're going into a bit of a, you know, advisory mode now. Tell us any piece of advice that you would give to any young person on the island of Tobago who may be considering applying for this program.
Right, so what I would say is to definitely apply, because this program, I am going to be biased, is one of the best, is the best program on the island of Tobago. It's if you don't get through this year, it's encouraged to keep on applying, you know, eventually you will get through. It's not just about okay, you come into a program for just to sit down. It's to gain experience, to, ask questions, come willing to learn. I believe that even though that you think that healthcare is not, or a profession in healthcare rather, is not your career path or the direction you want to go in life, there's different departments or different parts of the system that may pique your interest, and you may not know that until you actually come to the program, apply to the program, learn about the different skills.
I agree wholeheartedly with Jaden. Apply. This is the place to be. I would just tell persons that, they should come with an open mind. As I said, you may not be placed in a department that directly aligns with your interests, but still make the most of it. Enjoy your time here. We are grateful for the investment that the TRHA would have made in us, so just try to give something back as well. And you will be, greeted by the most amazing committee members, by the most amazing internship coordinators. They are there, they care so deeply for us, and they help us so much along the way. So just take advantage of that and, try your best.
Okay, and JL, you mentioned having to work in a department that doesn't necessarily align with your future career goals. So both of you, tell us, based on what you have experienced thus far, was the program what you expected it to be? Did it exceed your expectation? Was it below your expectations?
I would say definitely did exceed my expectations. I never thought that being placed in accidents and emergency is something I would want to do. I wanted to be more, behind the scenes, laid back, but actually seeing the different patients coming in, actually gaining first-hand experience on how the different roles combine, clash to provide effective patient care, it actually, encouraged me to want to pursue a career in emergency medicine.
I had a lot of expectations for myself, not necessarily for the environment that I was going to be working in, and especially being something that I was not familiar with or used to. I just wanted to do the best that I could. So going there and, working together with the others, working together with the other people in my department, and finding that cohesion that, the way we could do the best that we could. Yes. So that was like a great part of it.
Right. So thank you guys so much for joining us this morning. But before we close the interview, I want to ask you one last thing. We're going to end the interview on a note of gratitude. Tell us any one person or any group of people so far that has made your experience a delight in this TRHA internship program, whether it may be from the student internship committee or perhaps someone from the department in which you were placed. Tell us anybody who has mentored you and supported you thus far.
Okay, so I would like to thank everybody, but particularly definitely the student internship committee. Every Friday we have Skill Set Friday. They make sure that we are provided with breakfast, ensure that we learn the different skills that are needed for life, but more particularly in the accidents and emergency department, all the doctors, nurses, consultants, they never made me feel excluded. They never made me feel unwelcome. I would like to give a shout out to especially the head of department, Dr. Sami. Any questions I had, he made it easy to talk to him about it. So I would just like to thank all those people for making this experience a very memorable one.
I would like to thank everyone as well, the TRHA board of directors, all management and staff, the internship coordinators, just everyone, Dr. Faith Brebner, everyone that made this possible. We are so, so grateful. Specific to me, I would like to thank my supervisor, Ms. Janelle Kennedy. She does not know how much she did for me and how much I appreciate everything that she does, and I could not have asked for a better supervisor, a better mentor, a better inspiration. So next year, make sure that, it would be never a dull moment at all, and always learning and stuff. So I'm very grateful.
Right, and I'm grateful to you guys for joining me on Tobago Updates this morning. It was an absolute pleasure to host you and to be chatting with the future of medicine in Tobago, the future doctors. So thank you once again for joining us. It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Right. Viewers, that brings us to the end of this interview, but of course we do have lots more in store regarding the same TRHA internship program. We are going to be chatting with more of the interns after this break, so be sure to stay tuned for everything that we have coming up next, and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka, in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But hey, do you know your numbers?
Of course, 62433.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson.
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago, they offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skill. Don't kick them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven.
Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. Here now, talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I popped the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread, boom, hops, boom, coconut tart, boom, jam tart, and boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, it's ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
Wait, where are going? Airport.
Come back this way. Catch you roundabout and go down.
Right here.
Leave on time to be on time.
Today we are here at the new A&R Robinson International Airport, and we are doing a simulation along with the Airport Authority and the TTPS to do some observation for the traffic plan that we have implemented for the opening of the new terminal building. So starting Wednesday, July 22nd, the Division of Public Infrastructure and Transportation along with the TTPS will be at this intersection, and we will be implementing a traffic plan. Just continue around the circle. What is important in this entire traffic arrangement is that if you are coming from Crown Point, you're coming from the west and you want to go further east than the airport terminal, we advise that you either use Milford Road, go onto Silcotton Trace, and use one of the side streets between Milford Road and Tobago Local Road. all traffic between Kilgwin Bay Road and Gaskin Road will be coming west only. So that is one of the important points that we have to get into our systems as we learn to navigate around the new arrangements at the new A&R Robinson International Terminal going forward. But we want to assure you that we will help you to get used to it. We will circulate information. We will be here at the intersections along with the police while you get used to the arrangement to assist you in circulating and to getting to where you need to go safely and quickly.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, good morning and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show. It's still Youth Wednesdays here and we are still chatting with the youth. Joining me in studio, we have two more of the TRHA internship program interns. Specifically, we are chatting with Miss Amelia Black and Mr. Timothy Johnson. Good morning to both of you and welcome to Tobago Updates.
Good
morning. All right. So similar to the last two interns that I would have interviewed, I want to ask you both, what was it that made you want to apply to this internship program? Because a lot was said, the program has a lot of benefits attached to it, but tell us, what was that turning point for you that really wanted you to be a successful applicant?
So from a really young age, I knew medicine was a path that I wanted to get into, and when I saw that the TRHA offers an internship, I jumped at that opportunity. So I actually applied last year, but I did not meet the requirements. I declined and I applied again this year, and when I got that call, I was just so happy and eager to learn and experience what it is to be in an actual health facility working.
Yes.
So, well, I got a phone call, honestly speaking. So it was like, you want the opportunity? And I was like, yes. And it was like, can you make it to the closest, which was Canaan Health Center? And I was like, yeah. So it was very appealing and appreciated by me. I was very excited to get into this program.
All right, and we're gonna stick with you for a little while. Tell us, how has your experience been thus far? Tell us about the accommodations that you got, any support that you felt, and how has the experience been inclusive thus far?
Well, to be honest, it was very exciting. Because from a guy who don't have a medical background, right? The staff treated me very excellent, showed me around. Miss Stacy John, especially from the Canaan Health Center, the workers, they all make me feel, you know, happy and warm and welcome, especially Khalif and Miss Winchester. You know, these are people who keep me going.
Yes, and I know that is very appreciated on your part. Amelia, tell us as well, how has your experience been like thus far?
My experience thus far has been transformative. So before, when I came into this program, I started as a student and now I'm an next-gen provider, right? This experience has been something that you can't explain with words. It's something that you actually have to go through. It has been worthwhile. It has been very good. Like, it literally is the best thing, and the best thing anybody can do during their summer to occupy their time.
All right. So for each of you, tell us, has there been any specific challenge that you had to overcome thus far, or maybe there was a very memorable moment and experience thus far since you started this internship?
Okay, so a challenge that I would highlight starting this internship was my doubts in myself on being able to perform the best role, seeing as though I was placed in Scarborough General Hospital's outpatient pharmacy, and I didn't believe that I could have helped or been a change, a difference in the healthcare system. So I overcome that challenge because from the moment I went there, my supervisor, she made sure that I fit in. She gave me tasks and I did the best to my ability, and I actually made a difference. Well, what's the next part of the question that you said?
You spoke about the challenges. Tell us about anything memorable that you took away so far.
Something very memorable I took away from this was, I work in the pharmacy department, as I said before, was being able to read the prescriptions. Growing up as a child, I used to watch the prescriptions and watch the handwritings of the doctors, and I was like, okay, so when you go to school, it does teach you how to read this and understand this and what it is that they say, because a pharmacist can read that and get a whole long list of things when it's just only 3 words you are seeing there. So getting the ability to read the prescriptions and them and understand and be able to give the patient directly what they need is something that was very memorable for me.
Timothy, tell us any challenges that you had to overcome thus far and any memorable moments you've experienced.
Well, the challenge what I had to overcome was filing. So I was placing medical records, and in medical records there's a lot of files. So that was one of my challenges, because to sort out from zero, it started from zero till the highest number. So you have to be always back and forward, and which that is not really a bad thing, but you know, it's good. Well, from my experience, it's very good.
Yes. And any positive memory you would like to share?
Of course, my positive memory is like every Fridays going to up in the Scarborough Hospital and meeting all the fresh faces, the workers, you know, especially all the nice food we get on lunchtime. The canteen, we get nice sandwiches, nice water, refreshments, you know, to keep us going as well.
All right, so it's good to know that there's a balance of challenges that you have to overcome, but also things that you look forward to on a weekly basis. So Timothy mentioned that he didn't have a background in medicine, so I want both of you to just elaborate a bit on what is ahead for you in the future. What do both of you intend to do in medicine or perhaps outside of this field?
Well, as I said before, I had an interest at a very young age to pursue medicine. So I am taking a year before I do start med school. So next August, by God's good grace, I will be starting medical school, and my profession wants to be a pediatric surgeon. So from there, for the next like 10 to 16 years, I will be in and out of school, specializing, and making sure I attain my degree in what I desire.
What do you rephrase the question?
Your future plans? Do you intend to go into medicine or perhaps another field?
Well, I didn't intend to go into medicine, but I would like to continue working in medical records, because as a guy who likes serving the people, you know, talking to patients, making sure they are well seated, taking care. You know, some people come in and they can't really move fast as well, you know. So I would like to really continue in this field. And as a guy who likes learning and always willing to learn something new, I will love to continue doing this.
Okay, and as you spoke about your willingness, I'm going to ask you to share with the viewers a piece of advice, anything you would like to share about the program specifically, or advice for life in general as a youth.
Well, I would like to say for the youths of today, never give up on your dreams and your goals in life. Despite the situation, despite where you might come from, you know, I want the youth to keep their head up and keep doing the good and the best in everything they do.
And for me, I would say to the youth, never limit yourself, never stop yourself from dreaming big and think that, okay, you have this direct path. Doesn't mean that sometimes you could pass on the side road, you could pass on a back road and still reach to that same destination.
And earlier in the interview, Timothy would have already mentioned persons that he is grateful for, those persons at the Canaan One Accord Health Center, persons who would have mentored him, helped him, supported him. So I want you to help us close off this interview by expressing your gratitude to anyone that you think that you would have helped, or helped you rather, during your journey thus far.
First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Faith Brebner. I would like to thank the CEO. I would like to thank the board for the committee of the interns. More specifically, I would like to thank my supervisor, Ms. Gabrielle Hercules, Baker, Alia, Khadija, and my staff, because they did not just make sure I understand the workplace, but they made it welcoming. It's very warm. It's a family there. When I went to work, I did not expect to grab bond, make friends. I thought that I was going there to learn, do the work, get out. But it was a complete opposite. So I'd really like to thank them for the experience that they offered me and for the love and open arms that they welcomed me with.
So I want to thank you both now for joining me here on Tobago Updates this morning. It was an absolute pleasure to host you, to hear about your experience, and also to take away from the advice that you would have given. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me here today.
My pleasure. You as well. Viewers, that brings us to the end of this interview, and it brings us to the end of our Youth Wednesday segment for the Tobago Updates morning show today. But that doesn't mean the program ends here on Tobago Updates. We do have Good Morning Tobago coming up next. So I want to encourage you to stay tuned for everything else. And remember to share the live, share the live, share the live. Have a great day.
Seventeen-year-old sixth form student Shania Phillip of Signal Hill Secondary School was declared Tobago's 2026 Junior Secretary of Tourism following an outstanding performance during this year's Tobago Tourism Youth Congress.
To sustainably transform our human capital, we must deploy blockchain micro-credentialing, immersive virtual reality learning hubs, and AI-powered intelligence platforms.
Shania tapped representatives from the other participating secondary schools who also vied for the opportunity to represent the island at the Caribbean Tourism Organization's Regional Tourism Youth Congress. Jola Clinton of Bishop's High School, Tobago secured second place, while Alikia Patterson of Speyside Secondary School placed third.
To move our industry from barely surviving to becoming a global leader, I, as a junior tourism secretary, propose 3 clear strategies.
I propose 3 key initiatives to help transform Tobago into a living museum: youth engagement, community art, and digital storytelling. First, schools across Tobago can adopt nearby heritage sites. This will allow students to actively participate in preserving local history while developing a deeper connection to their communities.
The Tobago Tourism Youth Congress is a flagship initiative of the Division of Tourism, Antiquities and Creative Industries.
Today is certainly much more than a competition. It's about leadership, critical thinking, confidence, and innovation. It's about giving young people a platform to express their perspectives on tourism and demonstrate their potential as future leaders of Tobago.
Today, we witness young people engaging in important questions about tourism, sustainability, innovation, and the future of our destination. And as we await the announcement of this morning's results, I want every participant to understand something very important. Your greatest achievement today is not simply the prize you would win in a few moments. Your greatest achievement is that you have accepted the responsibility to represent your school, to share your ideas, and to contribute to a conversation that matters.
In an emotional farewell as the former Tobago Junior Tourism Secretary, Jolie St. John shared some words of encouragement for the would-be newly elected Junior Tourism Secretary 2026.
To the incoming Junior Secretary of Tourism, cherish this opportunity. The title itself is important, but the experiences, relationships, and the lessons that come with it are even more valuable. Do not be afraid to respectfully challenge boundaries and ask difficult questions. Some of the opportunities will come to you, but others you must create yourself. The impact you will make will not solely be measured by the events you attend, the photo-op moments, and the titles you earn, but by the lives you touch, the footprints you leave behind.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
It's really a pleasure to welcome all of you to the orientation ceremony for the Tobago Regional Health Authority's 2026 Student Internship Program. This is in fact our 4th annual internship program, and each year it continues to grow in significance. Over the next 8 weeks, from today right up to August the 21st, you will not only observe the work of healthcare, you will experience it, contribute to it, and hopefully be changed by it.
1, don't take this lightly. 2, if you decide that this is not for you, say thank God for the 2 months that has changed your life for better. And 3, develop. Use it to help you develop these core skills that can truly shift your life left or right. With that, I want to encourage each and every one of you to come into this with open hearts and open minds. Enjoy it.
Earning a place in this program is an achievement in itself, and I do not say that lightly. You have been entrusted with a unique opportunity, one that has the potential to shape your personal and professional growth in meaningful ways. I encourage you to approach this experience with enthusiasm, curiosity, and a willingness to learn.
Today we stand before you, not only to share our experiences, but also to reflect on the growth, learning, and invaluable opportunities that this journey has provided. We hope by sharing our story, we can inspire you to embrace every opportunity, challenge yourself, and also make the most of the rewarding experience that lies ahead.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Start to rise, the energy
updates. Good morning,
Good morning, and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Chanel Felix. And guys, you know, whenever you see me sitting here, it's because we're about to have those conversations that you want to have while I ask those questions that you want asked. But before we get into this morning's interesting topics and conversations, let's have our news in 90 seconds. Local artist Collis Thomas has been allocated a new booth at Store Bay, resolving a vendor dispute tied to ongoing infrastructural developments at the Heritage Park. Authorities reached a solution to ensure local creators retain space to display and sell their work as site upgrades continues. Meanwhile, Superhero TT hosted its inaugural back-to-school drive at the Scarborough Library under the theme, We Are All Superheroes Within. Founded by Siobhan Mejias, the initiative featured steel band performances, interactive empowerment activities, and the distribution of school bags and supplies to local children. In regional cultural news, Trinidad and Tobago will host the 4th Annual Caribbean Music Awards at Napa on September 19th, marking the event's Caribbean debut. Among the honorees, Tobago-born calypso icon Calypso Rose will receive the Elite Calypso honor during the 3-day weekend experience. And finally, Trinidad and Tobago Meteorological Services is urging strict water conservation as lingering dry conditions threaten water supplies. Forecasters warn that lower rainfall levels across Tobago could lead to formal drought warning by late October if dry spells persist. Head over to our Facebook page to vote for our daily poll and tune in to our 6:30 newscast. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we jump straight ahead into our conversation. I have the privilege this morning of sitting in studio and chatting with Mr. Cleon McPherson, and we're talking about the 11th annual charity event. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Right, so you guys have been in the game for a while, right?
Yeah.
And this is the time where we know you guys have your back to school drive. Everyone is coming on board. And this is the time where persons are expected to step up and give of themselves in whatever way they can. Tell us a bit about this year's charity event that you're hosting under RE Promotions, and how has the charity on a whole developed over time, because we know you're celebrating 11 years this year.
Yeah, it has been going in an upward direction. We try to tailor every year. We try to tailor to the needs of families. So when it was COVID, we actually distributed tablets and that kind of thing. So we always tried to mimic what the economic situation is going on within the country at that point in time. Also, what we have is not just giving out school items to underprivileged. What we do is having a whole program where we have persons come to speak, like a feature speaker. So last year we had Dr. Alina Williams, and this year we're having Dr. Crystal Washington. So we always try to see we could bridge a gap where families are concerned in relation to various services and products that they may be able to access or they don't even know about. There's also the Margaret Assistance Hines Fund. What we try to do every year is that assist a family that not just only need but experience some unfortunate incident, where if it's a house fire or or something that would have caused detriment or some effect to the child itself.
Understood. So how do you select kids to be a part of this?
Right, so what we usually do, we cooperate with the education in relation to that, to provide in terms of our listing where we kind of filter through and see. What we try to do is every year we try to kind of change it up where we don't do the same individuals every year, but try to spread it across throughout Tobago in that sense. Yeah.
Understood. And from the 11th year to now, have you actually been following the students who you have been giving to, and How has that been? Have you seen some top performances coming out from the distribution? How has the donation, the distribution, and the drive spilled over into actual student performance, and is that being monitored?
Right. So yeah. So we actually had some students coming out that actually did pretty decent in the CXC and CSEC over the time. What we realized too as well, even after the fact, some of the parents come to ask us in terms of not just assistance, but in terms of how to access certain items or how to access certain government bodies in that relation. So what we try to do in that sense, mostly for the Margaret Assistance Hines Fund, we usually follow up in that sense. But the general basis is where we, give school items, various bags, books, and hampers as well in that relation.
Okay, so have you created like a network or a pool around the students that are being given these items, or is it just like a one-time thing, they get it and then you never hear from them or see them again? Right, or is that a plan for the future to continue relationship?
All right, so what we usually do in terms of the Margaret Assistance Funds, we have certain individuals on files. So like where we assisted a family, this is some years ago, and unfortunate that we were following up with them, and I think this would have been a lady that committed suicide with the child in the tank. So we actually assisted that child prior to everything. So what we try to do, even with the programs themselves, so like how last year now we had the clinical psychologists come on board, because sometimes these families just need the idea that there's hope, there's commitment, that person's there to support, because I know around these times it's kind of hard, not just for persons that may be underprivileged, but the regular person sometimes might find it a little difficult. So sometimes when there's someone there's to support, or even an institution that cares in that regard, then it becomes a bit more easier in that sense.
Understood. And where do you see this project growing from here?
Well, I mean, it's been a bit challenging based on how the economic situation is going on, but we also try to see where we could bring in other programs that would kind of holistically assist the families, not just in terms of school books and bags, but where students now, even coming up, as I said before, in terms of to access various government services, or where we could see them coming up, where they participate in various, not only sporting activities, but various activities that kind of get them off the streets, or not just being idle at the end of the day.
Understood. What type of partnerships do you think is required to really help grow this initiative to allow it to be sustainable?
That's the thing about it. We usually, sometimes get assistance from the various business community. Government entities have assisted us in the past, but we're not a type of organization that probably wait for assistance or something. We just do it because a lot of organizations probably try or assume they might get assistance, and when it doesn't come, then all falls down. So we never been on that kind of ideology in that sense. We always try to do what we could do and do what we could do, and we have, as you see, it's the 11th year, so I think we have been doing kind of pretty well.
Okay. And has the contributions created a community of persons who give every year? Is there like a collective? How can persons join in on some of the initiatives that are being done? Is it now like a community? Tell us, explain how that works. Or is it that every year you just put out the call for persons to contribute?
Community to a certain extent, the individuals that knows that it happens, but at the same time too, we don't try to pressure any business community in that regard. If you are willing to assist, we would gladly accept, because we already don't know what's going on with various organizations as well, and in terms of the financial status of various organizations as well. So we kind of put it out there for individuals if they are willing to assist or want to come to join or participate within the program itself. Because the program itself now, it's at Shore Park on this Thursday, 5 p.m. and we usually have a full program with various performances. We have even refreshments after. And then, as I said before, in terms of the feature speaker, so you're not just coming to get receive stationaries or school items. You're coming to experience a full program and production.
Right. And so this is happening tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay.
Yeah,
give our audience the details. Is it that the persons who would be receiving have already been contacted and they'll be there? Or people are allowed to show up and just benefit from what's happening? Give us
No, not necessarily. What we do pre-packages prior before. So we already have the listings of the names at the end of the day. But we still do extra packages. They have persons that would show up at the end of the day, but we still see as best as possible after the event, see where we could assist to make sure in terms of priority is given to the persons who were selected before.
Okay. And there might be someone watching now and saying, well, I know someone who really needs the assistance or help. How do people get on these lists? Like, they only hear about it after the fact, like that there was a book drive here or they were giving away free school supplies. And some of those persons might even say to you, I might not look like I'm struggling, but I am actually in need of that assistance. So tell our audience, maybe for future drives, how can they become a part of that?
Well, usually there's a flyer that has the contact number in relation to that. So persons could actually message to find out. But what we try to do is kind of keep it kind of in control and contained, because you don't want kind of free for all one. And then, persons coming to us that don't really need assistance as well. Right? So there's the number on the flyer, if anything. Basically, it's already pre-packaged, but not saying that you still might not be able to get something in that regard, right? So they can contact and we will see best what we could do once there's available stuff.
Right. And I see that there's an element where you've included that you would be assisting children with autism and Down syndrome. Tell us a bit about that and why is that critical at this time?
I think that's very critical at this time because the thing about it, even parents coming into this world and even children coming into this world, you were never trained to deal with that situation. And then sometimes I know for certain parents it becomes very difficult. Even though they may have the means to provide for the child, mentally becomes draining. So you look for systems or look for
Want to say to all viewers looking on?
Basically just keep hope. It may be hard out there right now, but just know that there's probably someone watching, there's probably someone actually favor you're supporting, and even by just doing a little, you can encourage
that district, and we hope that persons are willing to come on board and partner and give of themselves in whatever way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back with much more conversations after this. See you soon.
I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear my neighbor. 60,000 people strong and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches, we are rivers, we are melanated ones.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
I will tell anybody with a child with Down syndrome to, search for the children's skills. Don't keep them back. Don't, it's not what you want them to do. You have to see what they are capable of doing and push them, love them, because they are really sweet children. They are beautiful children. They can teach you how to be a better person, a better parent.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. From the reef to the road. Tobago calling. Sweet vibes, sweet wine, everybody falling. We bring the culture straight to you. Tobago updates, we keeping it true. Oh gosh. Tobago updates. On the screen, here we go. You're home for October, carnival show. From the big stage shine to the Barricade line. We bring Tobago to the world in real time. Tobago updates. Tobago updates. Carnival 2026. We said the pace. Wave your flag. Anywhere you're there. Anywhere. Island love, trimming all around you. Yeah. Big thing love, come see the rhythm start. Tobago updates, Caribbean art. Caribbean art.
And I have never, ever tried anything from the dirt oven. Let's go to the backyard dirt oven on a Thursday. And talk about authentic. On entry, I felt at home. I felt like I was going to visit my loving grandmother on a weekend. The kind of weekend where she showers you with love, stories, and food. This place is a home away from home. And just like I would do at home, I pop the question, what you had to eat day? And boom, coconut drops. Boom, bread. Boom, garlic bread. Boom, hops. Boom, coconut tart. Boom, jam tart. And boom, something they call nuts. And just like that, Mistress Baker was ready to pop them in the oven. And don't worry, she had some help. And while we was waiting, I said, let we hear from Mistress Baker herself.
Well, we've been operating for a couple of years now. We started, this was a COVID project. We operate strictly on Tuesdays only. You don't keep stock, we only sell on Tuesdays.
Such a sweet lady. Hey, Olia, get ready. When last you see a nice golden brown bread, sir? Backyard bakery for the win. Olia, a GT. I finally get me the oven bread with a little extra goodies on the side. You might be asking, where they're located? They are located on Bukuru, right on Nightingale Avenue, right before Racetrack Wheels if you're coming from town. Just look for the green hedge. You can't miss it. Pause. Check out the menu they one time. Honestly, guys, this is an experience I will never forget. It's a home away from home, a place filled with love, life, and most importantly, good bread.
A brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun, we are beaches, we are rivers.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Chanel Felix and welcome back. We're in studio this morning and chatting with Miss Alicia Henry, who is the president of the PCOS Awareness. And this morning we're talking about the PCOS and Hormone Imbalance Awareness Month. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Right. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to get it wrong.
At all.
I know that formerly polycystic ovarian syndrome has recently been recategorized.
Yes,
Tell
it
us about that
has.
recategorization.
So, in informations, it has been studied that it have a lot of women that has cysts on their ovaries, and that's where PCOS came into play. But now we have women with all the symptoms of PCOS, but no cysts. And that is where they studied it on a broad aspect and be like, maybe it's not just a cyst. It is all internal. So it's hormonal based. It's not about the cyst on your ovaries. It's not about anything on your ovaries. It's about your hormones basically on a baseline. So that is why it has been turned to PMOS.
Okay.
Right? It's now a metabolic syndrome, not
Understood.
just a cyst syndrome.
And so what we know when we talk about metabolism, we're talking about digestion. We're talking about what we put in our body that causes different hormonal changes,
Yes, it does.
right? And so are we at the point now with this metabolic syndrome where it's now looked at as something where lifestyle and diet is truly the way to attack it?
Lifestyle and diet is very much important, but it has a lot of different aspects towards it because there are hormones in every single thing that we eat. So the injections and the vegetables, the fruits and all these things, unless you grow them personally for yourself, you can't know that, well, these are freshly grown or you buy it from the market. You know, we have market places and stuff like that. You buy it from farmers locally that you know for sure that these have no hormones, no steroids in this. All like the meat that we eat and all these things, they have steroids in it. So they all affect our body in tremendous ways.
Understood. And so tell us a bit about how awareness for this is spreading throughout Tobago and what your organization has been doing to spread that awareness.
We have now started, right? This is now a foundation. And this idea came to me when I am an individual that have PCOS. So I've been going through the process for years on years of what to do, what not to do, failure, trials, all these things. And a lot of members or a lot of young ladies that in my committee have endometriosis, and not just that, they have PCOS as well. So they also go through these struggles. So I took it upon myself to do a survey. I did a survey and I sent it out. And they spread the information. And when I received back the answers for the survey, it's a lot of women struggling in silence, right? And that is why I'm having this event, which is PCOS awareness and hormonal imbalance awareness, because it's not just PCOS that affects women, but it has endometriosis, cysts, fibroids, all these things that are hormonal affect women on a day-to-day basis.
Right. And it's difficult to identify. They said that there's no one way to just diagnose someone with it. There's just a number of symptoms that may add up to an analysis by a specialist or a doctor that says, well, these symptoms seem to be related to this hormonal issue. So tell us a bit about the idea of persons saying, well, because it can't necessarily be definitely categorized as this, I am not claiming that for myself. Right. There are the persons who would say that, like, I reject the notion that I have this and I think that I just need to deal with my diet and deal with my lifestyle. What are the dangers of that to help us to understand?
You see, I believe, right? I'm a believer in Christ. So I know that persons that are Christian based would not want to say that, you know, I have this and I have that, and we could understand that factor. But the Bible said in all I getting is getting wisdom, and also with wisdom get understanding. And when you get the wisdom that you're saying that this is what is being said to me about my body. But I know that God has the power to change it because I was not born with it, right? And you say that yes, you may be working on your diet and your exercise, but there's more aspect because it need more work. You need to take some vitamins to help your body because it's not working on its own. You will need to get some magnesium glycinate, some berberine, some inositol. This will help your body work the way that it's supposed to work because it's not doing it on its own. So you will need a little push start. So even if you don't want to accept that, yes, I am somebody that has PCOS and stuff like that, you can still work towards getting information about specific categories about it and be, more diligent with your body about certain things that you put in and certain things that you do, like exercising along that lines, etc.
What are some of the signs that persons may not even be aware of that are related to PCOS that persons often ignore or think that it's not really a big deal, specifically for parents of young women who may want to have a greater understanding?
One of the main challenges would be paying attention, focus. So your daughter might be going through something. We come from the Caribbean, so we know nothing about no anxiety. Well, older parents would not be like, anxiety, depression, you better wake up and go to school and we have to do, right? But that's where it all starts. It starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind. So she probably would be making it be hard to study. It'd be hard to do anything. It does be hard to function. You do your regular day-to-day studies and stuff like that. It will be so hard. Very, very hard. And then you were like, why is she so lazy? The word is lazy. Come, wash them wares. You're just lying down whole day, just lying down. And this is a great symptom of it. And you don't even know that this is a symptom because you just probably think, I'm probably really lazy in truth. No, your body is exhausted. And you're not sure where the exhaustion is coming from.
All right. And your organization would be hosting an event very soon in September.
Yes.
Actually, tell us a bit about that.
So our event is PCOS awareness and hormonal imbalance awareness. So it's on the 19th of September from 4:30 to 7, right? We want to not just bring awareness, we want to celebrate these women because I have a partnership with Heavenly Hands, right? We have a competition going on where we have persons commenting under our post saying, why is it important to educate people about PCOS? And he has informed me about the clients. That is baseline of his clients. And they come in, their self-esteem low. They feel bad about themselves. The way they dress themselves. They don't consider themselves important. And that is why it's important to let these women know that they are important. They are smart. They are beautiful. And each stage of their life is important. Wherever you are at in that process is where you are at that process. And you're just working to every step you take, you'll be in a category. Once you're working to perfection, right? You'll be good. All right?
Excellent. Well, we're going to take a quick break right here and we'll be back talking much more about this Every Shade of Blue is Beautiful and the aerobics burnout that would be happening at the Scarborough Esplanade. Ladies and gentlemen, viewers online, we take a quick break right here and we'll see you soon.
to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships, it's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. Rooted in connection, driven by community. It's who we are and the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking all about the PCOS Awareness and Hormone Imbalance Awareness Month. And we're here in studio with Alicia Henry, who is the president. Good morning again and welcome back. Right, so we're talking about the actual event. Tell us a bit about how persons can get involved with events. Is it that they have to purchase tickets? Do they have to RSVP? Tell us a bit about the actual event that's happening.
Okay, no problem. So the event per se, we mainstream it as an aerobics burnout. Not a burnout, but aerobics exercise event, right? So we want persons to be able to come and, exercise, because that's an important factor of it. And for those that not aerobics suave, you could still purchase jerseys and come through and still be a part of the event, still be educated, still show appreciation for these women, because it's $275 for the registration for the aerobics. You get in a jersey, a bottle, a bag, a goodie bag, a handbag, disposable towels, right? And consumption on the day. But for those persons that are not into aerobics, they could come purchase a jersey and just show up, right? This is not about spending money or being a part of something just trivial. This is important, because these are the women that carry the community, right? So this is just to show appreciation. You have a wife, you have a daughter, you have a sister, you have a companion, whoever it is. These are young ladies that may be experiencing these things. So you just buy a jersey, and for the first 25 persons that purchase our jerseys, we will be giving you merch.
Okay.
Why? Because we like to give to persons that saw the importance of it. So when I explain the event to you and you say, well, I might not be able to do the aerobics, but I could purchase your jersey and I could wear your jersey and be a part of the event. And we want to say thank you by giving back to you.
Right, and tell us the price of the registration package. We're seeing $275.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about it.
So the registration is $275 for the aerobics alone. Right? So it consists of a jersey, a bag, a bottle, some disposable towels. We want to have surprise and goodies in the bag as well, right? All these things will be printed with our logo as well, and your jersey as well. Well, which will be the jersey that is presented there.
Excellent. And we see that it's also open for kids to be able to have a jersey as well. Tell us
So
about that.
we would not be charging kids to come and exercise and be a part of an event. But the jerseys per se will be $175 for children. So if you want your son or your daughter, and that's only under the age of 14. So if you want your daughter, your son to have the jersey, you can contact us. We have our handles on the flyer per se. You can get us on WhatsApp, you can get us on Instagram, you can even get us straight call as well, right? But we want to have a section for children because we know most of these people that want to attend. I have my children and school just open and I don't want to leave them with Granny. Granny had them for the last 2 months. This is the first month that we want to still have the children and we don't want to go by my mother and say, here, well, I want to do this and no. So we want to have a section for children to be involved because these are our future and 14 is a reasonable age for you to be educated about certain things.
Right. And so tell us a bit about the community that's being built around this PCOS awareness in Tobago, your organization, the work that you're doing, and how can people get involved?
Right. So if you see the need to get involved, you want to help, you want to be a part, you want more information, you can contact us on our Instagram, which is PCO Awareness 09. Right. You can contact on our number, right? Our WhatsApp number is 360-90-95-37 and our straight number is 791-2972. Right? So you can get us on those contacts. Tell me that you want to be able to contribute, you want to be a part of this initiative, and we will be open arms because every support is needed. Every support is important.
What type of assistance are you guys looking for at this point?
Right. So the sponsorships that we're looking for at this point in time would be water, the Gatorade for the persons. So we want to be able to have tents, chairs, tables. I already have a support from my gym, which is Downtown Fitness. Right. When I came to him about this idea, he was like, I'm on board. He didn't even get a letter, nothing yet. That he said, this is important to me. I'm on board. Right. So we have membership for persons that come because we want to make it a fun event. It's not just a drear out educational process. This is a celebration, right? So you come, we have games, not just in the aerobics. You could win things in the aerobics. We want to have prizes from these sponsors as well. So we had reached out to other sponsors. So we're hoping that they see this interview and get blessed in the spirit to say, I want to be a part of this, and yes, I would be persons giving to this initiative.
All right, so just remind us of the time and the date and the persons who want to reach out to get their t-shirts and their registration.
Right. So this event is the 19th of September. It's from 4:30 to 7. It will be at the Esplanade, Milford Esplanade, right in Scarborough. All right. Registration ends on the 3rd of September because we need the process time for the jersey to be made. All right. You can get us on WhatsApp. As I said, call us straight. You could get onto Instagram, right? And we will hook you up with the things that you need, other information that you want to find out about. Because I know we have an individual. She had messaged me. She's like, girl, it hard. But can I do a payment plan?
Right.
I said, yes, absolutely. You can. She's like, I will give you 50 this week. I'll give you 50 next week and I'll give you 50. Yes. Once it's before the registration ends, yes, we'll be able to do that as well.
Right. And what about the women who struggle but don't really have community? How does this initiative and your organization and the work that you do help to create that community?
Right. So I think before you had asked me about the persons that didn't want to accept, the first step in going forward in this health process, you have to accept that this is something that you might be struggling with. And with acceptance, you look for a community, and this is where we are. This community is to bring not just awareness, but to show love. Because we show love to every other health situations. When we hear about cancer, you know, your heart gets so funny, be like, you know, you want to do everything for this individual, right? But any health issue is an issue. right, with solving. So we want to be able to, with open arms, accept you, to show you love, appreciation, see the work that you're doing, because it have persons that doing the work, but it's not physically shown as yet.
True.
It's not coming to the surface as yet, but they are working hard.
Right.
They're going to that gym for 2 to 3 hours. They're eating everything that's supposed to be eaten. They're taking whatever they're supposed to be taking. The weight not going, the facial hair not going, the hormones not balancing at all. And that's, stress is a big aspect of it. So that's why we have this community to rest your mind, put your mind at ease. Come on, come be celebrated, be appreciated. Come rest your cortisol, everything. Let's carry down those levels.
All right.
Because if those levels don't carry down, it wouldn't be able to do anything. Any work you're doing, it will just not work.
Understood. And what about persons who have organizations that are doing similar work? Are they also encouraged to come out and partner with you and, you know, sharing some of the resources that they have? Talk to us about a bit about that. Is there a call for other organizations to
Actually,
partner?
I have never heard of any organizations. I could be wrong. But if they are organizations, we'll be open arms, because this is not separate. This is a community thing. So if they are willing, if I find out about information, I will be making calls, right? We want to have conversations. So if there are other communities, other categories, everything, we bring in awareness. We come in together, because if we are separate, we would not make the impact that we need to make. But together, we could make a stronger stance, understanding that we may have differences in this life. But together, when we come together to do something, it's going to be done, and it's going to be done excellently.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you so much for being here this morning and really sharing your passion for bringing awareness for PCOS and other hormone imbalance issues that women face and battle with. And we know that this event is going to be successful, and that persons who are hearing this interview today, they're going to spread the information and they're going to come out and be a part of it and give in any way that they can. Remind us about the contact information for persons who want to register, where they can find you. Give us those details.
So you can find us on WhatsApp. You can call us straight. You can hit us up on our Instagram, right? So our phone number to call straight is 791-2972. Our WhatsApp is 360-9537. Our Instagram is PCOS Awareness 09. So you can hit us up there, right? Or you could hit me up on my Instagram, personal Instagram, that is on the flyer. You can get into communication with me. We will have a conversation.
Excellent. So we want to thank you so much for being here and for your passion and dedication to ensuring that you raise awareness, use your platform, your influence, and everything that you have to make a genuine impact. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for being a part of this morning's conversations. We want to thank you for your likes, your shares, and your comments, and all that you have been doing and continue to do to make Tobago Updates the #1 broadcaster here on the island of Tobago. Again, I am Chanel Felix, and I'm always going to encourage you to do what you have to do today to make today a positive one. Thank you.
Tobago Updates. It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong.